Hello, my beautiful little Capricorns, my sweet soul warriors. Okay, this is your reading for today. I'm Alea, and since you are an earth sign, I've chosen several earth decks. So this one is the Sacred Forest. Can you see that? Whoop, I'm not even in my, where is my camera? Okay, let's go up here. Because I'm not even in the shot. My cards aren't. Okay, so this is the Sacred Forest deck. Okay, I've already pre-shuffled all of these. This is the Spirit of Animal Oracle. Where is my camera? Okay, I'm going to have to reach further. All right, so let me get everything up here. All right. This is the Green Witch Tarot. It's very earthy. This is the Chrysalis deck. And this is the Wizard's Tarot. Okay, so what are we going to start out with today? What do they want me to start out with? Okay, they're saying this one, the Wizard's deck. All right. And these three cards tell you pretty much who you are at this point in time. Sometimes your personality at this point in time, sometimes things you've been going through. Okay, let's see what we have. This is, if I can bring it in focus a little bit better for you. I'm backwards. Let me turn my iPad around. Hold on. There we go. So everything's not backwards for y'all. Okay, and this is the World. This is a major arcana card, and this means basically you've come through something, and now basically the world is yours. And you'll see she's got a wand. Okay, let me, if I take my glasses off, she's got a little what is this, a little lizard, and she's got a bird, and then she's got, what is this, sorry, a little fairy up here. Can you see that? Bring it a little closer. And she's got another wand here. It means that she's got the world, she's already come through a bunch of stuff. A new cycle is starting for you, but you've got the power after coming. You've learned a lot after coming through all of this stuff. Okay, and this one is the Two of Swords. Now you see that she's, can you bring it in a little closer? She's blindfolded, and she's got two swords, and she's thinking the birds are attacking her. They may be in this deck, but she doesn't know which way to swipe because she can't see. So sometimes this card means you've got choices, but you can't see which one to do. Sometimes it means you just need a different perspective. You need to look at things from a different angle. And you see in this deck, you see how rough the water is back there? That's her emotions. Water is emotions. And then you also see a little sliver of a moon up here, and that the moon is very mysterious. It's things we don't know. Depending on where it is in the deck, it can mean something different. But right now, she doesn't know. She doesn't know which way to slash, which way to go. So you've come through something, and that cycle has ended. But now you're kind of like, well, okay, what do I do now? What do I do? And this is the Two of Cups. And I think, and the Two of Cups is, let me explain that first. You see how in this card, they're getting, it's like fire from the universe. It's up above. It's sanctioning a love. Two of Cups is love, true love, soulmate. But what it's telling me is that you really don't know. I think this was in your past, I believe, and you really, maybe you didn't make the right choices. you had a gift of love. Let's see. I might be wrong. Let's get some more cards out and let's see what's going on first, okay? Okay. You ended a cycle, and the cycle was, I believe it was true love, or it was love. Both of you are giving and taking, and this may be to come. This may be to come. Let me read the other cards, and I'll just tell you. There's two people here, and a Two of Wands means you're searching for something. Normally, in the Rider-Waite cards, you had the person in the card had 2 wands, but he was looking out to something else, okay? And he only had 1 wand in his hand. So, I'm sorry, this is 4 of Wands. What am I thinking? I need to put my glasses back on. This is 4 of Wands. Bad reader, bad reader. Yeah, the 4 wands in the back. This is true love, and it's a stable love. It was, or it is, or you're wanting marriage, or it was marriage, and a give and take situation where each of you, you see, he's pouring probably some kind of cider or juice into her cup, and she's helping. She's doing something with the little apple or something. So they're helping each other. A very stable relationship, very loving. So this is, if I can get the glare off the cards, this is the world tree. And you know, you got right here, you got the world, now you got the world tree. And this is telling you that there is so much here for you. And you see there's snakes in the bottom. I hate to bring it closer because of the glare, but there's snakes underneath the ground, and snakes always stood for wisdom, okay? And so that you can be nurtured, you're being nurtured by the world tree. This is after coming through a situation like this, where you didn't know, and where you, let me do another card or two and I'll tell you in just a second. Oh yeah, okay. So now let's put it all together. I believe you had true love. I believe you did. I don't believe you made the right choice. I think you made some boo-boos. I think you, instead of choosing the, let me turn the other overhead light off. Just a minute. All right, I'm so sorry. Okay. I think you had the world in your hands. I don't think you made the right choice. I think you may have had a second party. I could be wrong. Let's finish the read and I'll tell you more. I don't think you knew exactly what you had, and I think it was a very loving and kind relationship, but something hit, tower hit. So that means a tower is where you, whatever you thought, your thoughts that you acted on, you built those thoughts were built on crumbling ground. So the universe smacked you down. It hit you and you fell down, and that's what it always, usually it's lightning that's hit in this tower. And so what it means is that I believe you had a really good love, and I think you may have run around on them. You had so much in wisdom, and it was very nurturing, but something hit hard. Ooh. We all have to go through things. We all have to learn things. All right. This is the Sacred Forest deck, and this is the one I'm supposed to use now, they're telling me. I have to put my glasses back on. And I'm hoping, it's a little dark in here, I'm hoping y'all can see this. Don't get discouraged. You know, we all have to live and learn. There's not any of us that haven't made mistakes in our life. Okay? And this is what you learn from this. This is wisdom. You gathered, oh, this is owl spirit, and you see owl is also knowledge. You gathered a lot of knowledge from this situation, and so now I think you're starting on a new, that ended, and you're starting on a new path. Okay. And this is the Phoenix, transformation. You are transforming yourself. I think from everything you learned and from the knowledge you learned. If I can bring them down so you can see them. From the knowledge you learned, you're transforming yourself. You're not the same person you were before when this ended. You have wisdom now. You've learned a lot. Don't get discouraged. Please don't get discouraged. And this is the reflection pool, and it's stillness. And you see, she's looking at a still pond, and so she's looking back at herself, what she did wrong, whether it's male or female. I believe that this is you trying to figure out things, where you went wrong, and maybe where the situation went wrong. And I'm sorry to say, but it looks like you had a lot of love. Okay. So, which deck did I just use? All right. So now they're telling me this one. And you, okay, there's 2 cards here, so I'm going to take them. They tell me a lot of times to take them when it's like that. If they tell me, I take them. All right. So this is, and the whole deck was upside down. I don't read reversals unless they tell me to. Apparently there was 3 cards there. Okay. So those are meant for you. All right. This is the wombat spirit, and it says be at home. And I think what it's talking about is being at home in your spirit. Okay, just calm down. Calm down. Don't get so frustrated. And this is the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. You gotta let things go. You know, a horse moves, they run, they're, you know, but I think you need to let some things go. And you need to let yourself shine. You need to believe in yourself again. This is over and done with, okay? And you've got a whole new life coming. And this is the wasp spirit. And sometimes life stings. Yep, sometimes it stinks too, let me tell you. But, you know, look what you got before this card. You're transforming. There isn't a person in this world, except for maybe a little tiny baby, that hasn't made mistakes. Don't worry about it. It's bringing you to a higher level and a better person. And this is grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. Believe in yourself again. You really, really need to. You're a magnificent person. Absolutely stunning person. You just don't know it. You had to go through this. See? You're looking at yourself in the reflection pool. There we go. And, but you got to believe in yourself again. You're starting over. You're this magnificent person. But even no matter what you had, I'm not sure it was the right thing for you, or those mistakes wouldn't have been made. All right, let's see what else we have here. This is the Wizard's Tarot. And they're telling me the back. Okay. Did I have it all upside down? Nope, so I'm going to leave it. All right, now it's making more sense too. This is normally a card. No, it wasn't upside down. I'm sorry. This is a Five of Pentacles. You were left out in the cold. I think somebody ended your situation and they left you out in the cold. And this is the High Priestess. Now, the thing about the High Priestess is that she's very intuitive. She knows things, but she doesn't always speak. She doesn't always tell people the things she knows. So I think you knew a lot, but you didn't always tell your partner. There were things you didn't tell your partner, but you could read your partner very well. I think you might have... All right, this is what I'm hearing, and I know part of you are just probably screaming at me right about now when you're watching this, but I think you may have had a third party or someone else in this situation, and I think you knew how to lie. I think you read your person well enough that you knew what to say to those people, that, you know, it made it okay. All right, and this is Justice. So all of this is making sense. You see, Justice always has a sword. In this case, they've got, I guess that's two swords. I can't really see if that's a sword or a wand. I think it's a wand. But, so you see how this chair is empty? So I think your person is gone. The person you were with is gone. And now, when you see Justice, it doesn't mean that someone is going to be harmed because they did something wrong. What it means is things are going to even out, whether it's for that other person or for you. You have to remember that you are this magnificent person. I believe you didn't intend to hurt anyone. If this is, okay, let me just spit it out here. For those of you that did possibly run around or cheat on this love that you had, I don't believe that you didn't care for that person. I think you just, I don't really know that that person was the right person for you. There was something in your spirit that was a little restless. It just wasn't for you. But if you look at the overall picture from the universe, I believe you had this experience to help you grow and also to help the other person grow. So Justice is here for both of you. It doesn't mean anyone who's done anything wrong, it doesn't mean that they're going to get a reverberation of what they did. It just means the situation is going to be even now. Okay. I hate to deliver these messages, but that's what I'm getting. So let's do one more of these. Okay. No, we're not going to, because I'm not sure I shuffled that deck. So we're going to do one more of these. I thought I shuffled all of them. I usually make sure that I shuffle them several times. Okay, so this is the Ten of Chalices, and it's a Ten of Cups, and it means, you see the couple there, they're so in love. Everything they could have wanted, everything is, there's a little child down here. Is that a child? Yep, a little child down here, if you can see it. Get it a little closer. There's everything. There's stability, there's love, there's abundance. But you were left out in the cold from something that possibly happened. And this is the Page of Chalices. So there's a cup of love being given to you now, I believe. Now you've got a new life to go forth, and you're being offered a cup of love. So, but a page is just messages, okay? And this may be learning about love, okay? This may be your learning about love now. That is more the feeling that I'm getting. And this is the Seven of Chalices. Oh dear. Okay. This is actually a wonderful card for you, but it also said that you had a lot of choices in the past, but you have choices now. In the past, I don't think you took the right choice, but now you've got all these new options. So, and you're learning, you have learned so much from this situation. And I think from this situation, you were out in the cold. I think you had this family life. I think you were probably married, or maybe a stable relationship anyway. But I think some of your actions caused your split up. And so you had this, but you're out in the cold. But here's the good news. You're being offered knowledge about love, about you too. You're reflecting on the reflection pool. So here it is. Now you have all of these choices. You can make a choice on anything. Don't go back, be upset with yourself, and make a bad choice. You make a good choice this time, because you're a miraculous person. And this is what I'm getting, and I'll tell you. There's a reason you had this relationship, but there's a reason you just didn't maybe treat this relationship right, okay? The reason is there was something for you to learn, and I don't believe that person was your true soulmate. I think you feel like they are, but I don't think they were your true soulmate. I think there was a past connection, possibly lifetime after lifetime. So karma, you are a sweet person. I want to say this. You're a very sweet person, a very kind person. I think people think a lot of you. I don't think you think a lot of yourself right now, but you have to see that if you could look at the big picture, you would see that you brought this person to a newer level of understanding, and you brought yourself to a newer level. Now, I believe you can have the true love of your life, because you've learned. It may not be this person anymore because the world is here, so you've ended that cycle. But I do believe what you are going to, if you can get through all the self-doubt and self-hatred for yourself, and realize that you are such a magnificent person. You were always a sweet person. Always, always. That now, once you realize, you've got to realize who you are, and you will find your true soulmate. But you actually sacrificed to help this other person believe in their self and to believe in yourself. They're telling me one more card. Okay, and this is the deck they're telling me. And I did pre-shuffle this deck, so apparently, and they're telling me take it from the middle. Okay, well, this makes a lot of sense. This is life force. This is basically Serranos. I never can pronounce that correctly, but it's the green man, and it's where the earth is giving you everything to survive, to abundance and riches to live. And they think so much of you that they give you this. And this is life force. Express your driving passions. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. I believe you are a very, very sensual person. And I think that may have caused you there's nothing wrong with being sensual or sexual. There's nothing wrong at all about that. But I think you may have looked in some other little closets for, not closets, that's the wrong word. I don't mean that. I mean other areas other than the person you were with. But you are a very, very sensual person, and you're supposed to be. Don't get down on yourself for that. That is an absolutely fantastic personality of yours. And when you find the new love and you get through all of this in your mind, you are going to have a wonderful, wonderful love. I'm going to do one more of these. Sometimes I just get the feeling I should. And this is inner strength. And this is definitely a card for you. It's move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Move back to wholeness. Let go of beating yourself up. It just wasn't right. It wasn't. And you sacrificed yourself to help teach this other person to let them, male or female, move on. And you hurt yourself in the meantime. But you didn't really hurt yourself. You had things to learn. They just weren't your true mate. I know you may feel that way, but they weren't. I think y'all should have probably been brother and sister, because I think you do. There was a lot of love here, a lot of caring, and I think there's still love for each other. But it just wasn't right. If it was, everything would have worked out. Okay, sweetie art. Okay. I just keep feeling like I need to take another card and look at this one. This one also says, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. You are such a magnificent person. You sacrificed. If you look at the big picture, you sacrificed your happiness to help this other person along, to help them be the person they needed to be. And you also. It just wasn't meant to be, love. It just wasn't meant to be. But you are such a magnificent being. You have all the cards here that you're just down on yourself right now. Please get out of that. You're down on yourself because you think it was supposed to be. You're beating yourself up. Quit it. You're not supposed to. Here they're telling you you're on a new path. Get your inner strength. Believe in yourself again. And they're giving you the power to do that. I just feel like there's something more I could say to help you, and I don't know what. All right, let's do one more card. I just don't want to leave the reading in this state because I know you're hurting. This is the Six of Swords, and Thames, and never can pronounce that. But it means that you had to leave the situation. You just had to. But you're going across the shore now to something that you can get off on and go. Believe in yourself again. You're such a sweet, magnificent person. I can feel the sweetness in you, the kindness. You weren't, there was nothing in the cards about you being hateful person at all. You're not. You're a very kind person. It just wasn't meant to be, sweetheart. Okay, I love you. I hope this helps. And please, please don't get down on yourself. You sacrificed yourself to help the other person learn. And in the meantime, you hurt yourself. You let me get this together in my mind. I think you believe that you hurt yourself, but in the long run, when you realize you didn't really hurt yourself, it just wasn't meant to be. You are a great person. You've given so much in your life. I hope this helps. I love y'all so much.